Hey guys, it's Jenny.longinnes, and today I'm here to show you the labor legs workout. So working your legs, your butt, and your core during your pregnancy is so important because you're going to use all of those body parts during labor. And so the stronger they are throughout your pregnancy, hopefully the easier your labor will be. So I am 30 weeks pregnant, so keep that in mind for whatever trimester or however far along you are. And I'll show you a couple different modifications for our moves today. We're going to do 8 moves and then a couple of stretches. And if you're feeling good with doing one round of this series, then you can complete a second or even a third round. So you can do this with or without weights. I suggest if you're using weights to use anywhere from 4 pounds to 8 pounds, maybe being the max. Today I'm going to use 6, but I'll also show you how to do it without weights. So the first move that we are going to do is a plie squat, and we're going to do 15 of them, okay? So you are going to have your feet together, your heels together, and your toes pointing out. You're going to go up onto your tiptoes, your heels stay together, and you are going to put your weights in front of you if you're using them. If not, you can hold your belly, and you are going to bend down into a plie and up. And we're going to do 15 of them. 3, 4, 5, 6. You're on your toes this whole time. 12, 13, hold your balance, 15. Very good. So if you need to put the weights down in between, you can do that. Take a breather, get some water. But the next exercise we're going to do is a sumo squat. So your legs are apart, your feet are apart, and your toes are pointed a little bit out. Okay, they're not facing front, they're pointed out. So again, you can have your weights in front of you. You can have them kind of rested here on your hips if you want, or again, no weights at all. Again, we're gonna do 15. This is just like a wide squat. And you really want to squeeze when you're down in this position, squeezing those pelvic muscles, your butt muscles. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay? Very good. Again, you can set the weights down if you want, set them off to the side, switch your weights out. This time we're going to just do regular forward facing squats. And so my feet are facing you. They are facing totally forward. Your distance that your legs are apart are going to depend on how big your belly is at the moment. So you may need to have your legs a little bit further apart, still having your feet face me. If you're not as big, you can keep them a little bit closer together, maybe shoulder width. I kind of need them a little farther apart right now. And again, those weights can go wherever is most comfortable for you. This works well for me in this move. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, squeezing down at the bottom and at the top of the move. 12, 13, 14, 15. Very good. All right, if you haven't gotten a water break, set your weights down. If you're using them, get a water break, and then we're going to move on to different seats. Okay, after your water break, we're going to do a standing back leg lift. So you're standing up straight. I don't use any weights for this move, and I'll show you from the side. What we're going to do is you're going to pick your leg. Let's put the right leg back first, meaning you're balancing on your left leg. and you are facing forward. Don't open your hips. You're keeping them closed. And what we're gonna do is put our foot back and just lift it up. Keep your toe down and flex your foot. If you need help with balance, you can grab onto a chair or the wall. Balance in pregnancy, I've noticed I'm very off balance a lot of times, but it just helps to engage your core more, which is good, you're working it. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Very good, so we're gonna switch sides. This time your right leg is planted on the ground and your left leg is going to go back. Okay, again, if you need to grab onto something to balance, you can do that. 1, 2. Make sure your hips are squared, don't open them up. Your leg doesn't need to go up all too high, and it doesn't need to be perfectly straight either. You're gonna feel the burn in your butt. 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, great job. The next one is a deadlift. So I suggest you could pick your weights back up. If you don't want to use them, that's okay. I like to use weights for this one. And you could even go a little bit heavier. I have 6s. I could probably use 8s on this, but I need to keep my energy up to talk to y'all. So your feet are a little bit apart. Your toes are facing forward. Your weights go in front of you. You don't want to get in the way of your belly, but you don't want them to go off to the side either. And all we're going to do is called a deadlift. And all we're going to do is bring our weights down to about our knees, maybe a little lower, and stand back up. Now you don't want to lock your legs, meaning you don't want them to be perfectly straight with your knees locked. You do want a little bend in them. And again, squeeze that butt up at the top. It's not a squat, you're more bending over. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, our deadlifts. Now we're going to do a deadlift on a single leg. You could use the weights or not. I may do both, switch halfway through, show you how to do that modification. So you're gonna stand on one leg, lift your other leg up. I'm standing on my left leg, my right leg is lifted. My weights are in front of me, just like the regular deadlift, but this time I'm gonna go down to my knee and come back up. And when I do, I lift my knee a little bit, which gives you a little bit of an ab workout. 2, 3, 4. Now, if your balance is tested with this, it's okay if you drop your foot. It's okay if you drop your weights and you can hold on to something like a wall or a chair, or just do it with no weights at all. You're really gonna feel the burn in that standing leg. 12, whoo, 13, 14, 15. Okay, and we're gonna switch sides. I'm gonna stand on my right leg with my left leg back, and just hold my hands in front of me or on your hips. My standing leg does bend a little bit. Eight, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, 14, and 15. Very good. You can kind of push your hips to the side a little bit to relieve some tension in your hamstrings. Very good. And we're going to get a water break and come on back to finish out this workout. Okay guys, we have 2 more moves and then we're going to do some stretches and we are done. So this is going to be a lunge series. So we're going to just start with a standard lunge. Your hips are forward. You are going to, I'll show you from the side. You're going to take one foot and step it back. I'm going to start with my right foot and stepping it back. You can use weights if you want to hold weights down by your side and do this. My balance is not great at 30 weeks, so I'm not going to use weights for lunges. You could even hold on to a chair or a wall. So I'm just going to step back and come up. And all of my weight is in my left leg. You don't want your left knee extending over your toe. You want it to be at a 90-degree angle. Ten, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Very good. We're going to do the same thing on the other leg. So my right leg is planted on the ground and my left leg is going to go back for the lunge. If you want, you can use your arms to help with some power. This is almost like a cardio move too. Twelve, 13, 14, and 15. Very good. Take a huge breath in. Make sure you're breathing during all of this. Do not hold your breath. We want to make sure that we're constantly breathing and that we can talk comfortably while we're doing these moves. If you cannot hold a conversation while you're doing this, then you're working a little too hard. Again, depending on how far you are in your pregnancy. You can tell I'm out of breath, but I'm still able to hold a conversation. So this is our last move. It's called a curtsy lunge. So you are going to hold stable. My weight's out of the way. You're going to hold stable on one of your legs. I'll choose my left leg first. And my right leg is going to tuck behind my left leg and lunge. Kind of like you're curtsying. Again, you don't want your knee to go over your ankle. If you can't go down very far, that is totally fine. Go as far as what is comfortable for you. You're going to feel a burn right here. Ten, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Very good. Okay, we're going to switch sides. This is our last side and we're going to get some stretching in. So your right foot is planted on the ground. That's where all your weight's going to go. You're going to tuck your left foot behind and come up. Just like a curtsy. Eight, 9, okay, 5 more. Last one. Okay, very good. Get some water. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, reach down. Do that again. Then we're just going to stretch. You're going to bring one foot up and just kind of rest it, gently bend. You could do this sitting down if your balance isn't great. Okay, switch sides, like mine. It's a great stretch when you're sitting down as well. You can really get deep into the back of your legs. Okay, we're going to pull up for a quad stretch. Make sure your knees are together. And the last one is a hamstring stretch. Bring your foot out in front of you. Flex that front foot. Bring your toe up. Reach up again. And down. Okay, you guys, great job. If you're feeling good, repeat another round. You could do 10 sets instead of 15. And if not, if that's good for you, then you did an awesome job. Thanks for doing the labor legs workout.